morning and welcome. It is 92.5 Enugu's Dream FM. Hope you had so much fun with DJ Trish playing you some great music. My name is Uche Zoe. I have a gentleman in the studio with me. They are from the U.S Consulate here in Nigeria, Lagos. I have Stephen Ibeli. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dream FM, and good morning, Enugu.
Stephen is the Public Affairs Officer for U.S Consulate General, Lagos. I also have Clemson Ayebusi. He's a Fulbright Coordinator. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Enugu.
I also have Ibrahim Aliyu, Cultural Affairs Specialist. Good morning.
Good morning, Enugu. Good to be here.
Good morning. You're welcome. All right, let's heat it up, right? So you are in Enugu. You've been here before, Stephen.
Oh yes, we love Enugu.
Just so you know.
And we just keep coming back.
Okay, so let's start off this way. What brings you, a whole delegation from the U.S Consulate to Enugu again? Because you've been here before. So why'd you come back?
Yeah, well, we really focus on the Southeast and really love coming back. And Enugu is a great place for us to come and to visit. This month is, of course, Women's History Month, and so we have a variety of programming designed sort of around Women's History Month to celebrate Women's History Month. We have a program at our American Corner at the University of Enugu. There's a wonderful grant that we've also funded called Back to Science Initiative, where it was very, very practical training in DNA sequencing through a lab that is based in the United States. And so we're attending a closing ceremony for them. We're screening a film in honor of Women's History Month as well. We're going to be going to Auto Ease, which is run by a wonderful alumna. Her name is Obi. And then we're also going to be talking U.S. foreign policy at the Enugu State University of Technology and Coal City University as well, a joint session.
Okay, so it's International Women's Month. Actually, we had this parody video that we made, all the ladies in Dream FM. It was beautiful on TikTok, and it went viral. And I'm excited for it. But then a lot of conversations have gone on about women, ladies, girls, and the roles they play in the development of a country and even the world in general. But I want to bring it home. What is the role do you think girls and women have to play in Nigeria's future, especially when it has to do with economic prosperity?
Thank you, Uche. That's a great question. Women's meaningful economic participation is integral to achieving greater security and stability around the world. When women are empowered economically, they invest in their families and communities, spurring economic growth and creating more stable societies. Accelerating women's economic empowerment is critical to ensuring developing countries can achieve economic self-reliance and transition from being aid partners to trade partners. And the benefits of women in the economy are substantial. Countries with greater balance of men and women in the workplace and workforce have greater growth, innovation, and stability. The same goes for firms. Those with a greater ratio of women in leadership, management, and the workforce, of course, outperform those with fewer women. The larger the opportunity gap between men and women, the more likely a country is to be involved in violent conflict. Conversely, nations in which women have equal opportunities are more likely to thrive and solve challenges peacefully.
Absolutely.
Okay, you seem to agree with that.
I do, of course I do.
Okay, it's Women's History Month, so we're still in the month of March. It's set aside to celebrate the contributions of women to events in history, science, contemporary society, and humanity. Now, how does the U.S. government support women's inclusive participation in the Nigerian society?
This is actually a stated goal of the State Department. It's our goal worldwide to support women's development, to support empowerment, especially economic empowerment of women. As Ibrahim said, women who have economic independence, they invest in their families, they invest in their societies, they invest in their communities, and that makes really all of it much, much better, the society. This improves healthcare and also educational indicators. It advances democratic development and fosters peace and security. All of this when you invest in women, when you try to decrease that gender gap. And so we really feel that the world is a better place when barriers to women's full participation in society are lowered or removed. And that is a real stated goal of our mission here in Nigeria. It's also a real stated goal of our State Department in general. We have many departments that focus on this. We have the Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative. We have the Tech Women Program. We have the Africa Women's Entrepreneurship Program, the Academy for Women's Entrepreneurs, and recently also including the Women Empowered Leave Legacies through Trade and Investment, WELTI that it's called, initiative. And so all of these are really focused on from the State Department, from our mission in Germany, and we're very proud of that. We're very proud that we focus on many, what might say, underserved communities, and to provide those opportunities to those communities, because it really is important, and it really does contribute to peace, it really does contribute to stability, and it really does also contribute to the democratic healthiness of any country.
When you talk about community and how it affects women, I know that one of the activities set aside to commemorate Women's History Month is an empowerment program organized for widows in the southeastern region of Nigeria. I happen to, have direct access to widows. I've seen how, the economy becomes for them, how the society becomes even a little more stringent with them, because, a lot of Igbo things happens, and you don't want to go into all that. But then it becomes a little more difficult, and these women actually want to thrive
absolutely
on their own. And then I'm excited that there is actually something set aside for widows in the Southeast, as an activity on its own. Can you tell us, what this program is all about?
No, absolutely. We're really supporting the organization is called the Healing Hearts Widows Support Foundation. We've supported them in the past. Even going back to 2010. So it's a very, very long relationship. In 2010, we gave them a grant to print Pidgin and Igbo versions of the Enugu State Prohibition of Infringement of a Widow's and Widower's Fundamental Rights Law. And again, this goes back to what I was talking about before, about serving these underserved communities that really, really need a lot of help, a lot of support. And the program that is organized by the Healing Hearts Widow Support Foundation, it's a nonprofit. And really it was established also by one of our alumni, one of our women alumni that we sent to the United States to learn how to run an NGO. And she came back and started this NGO, and she's been promoting and protecting the rights and welfare of widows ever since. And so I think that shows the power of not only our alumni, but also what our alumni can do. The impact that they have on society when they come back from the United States. This organization provides free healthcare services, support services, pro bono legal services, training, and interest-free loans. And so we're very, very happy to be celebrating with them today, having a panel discussion at our American Corner in Enugu.
Oh, nice. All right, so just as this program will be beneficial for widows, the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs is also another program, through which the United States empower women. Now, tell us more about the is that what I'll call it, AWE program?
Or AWE.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. I'd like to take that. As he said, we shorten that as is a program we really love. We shorten it as AWE. We say AWE, or we say all. So the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs is a U.S. government initiative that provides women entrepreneurs with the skills, resources, and networks needed to start and scale successful businesses. The AWE program equips women with the tools needed to create and grow their own businesses, raise capital, and effectively network with other successful business owners. Through AWE, women entrepreneurs participate in a facilitated entrepreneurship program supplemented with localized content as well as networking and mentorship opportunities. AWE is centered on Dream Builder, an online training platform developed by Arizona State University's Thunderbird School of Management. Facilitators chosen from successful educational and cultural affairs alumni business leaders and other experts. They lead sessions to localize business principles and ensure applications of lessons learned in real time. And it is important to also add that the application for 2022 AWE is open.
Open!
So what are you doing? Go and
apply, please.
Thank you.
Okay, so with the way you sound, it sounds like a lot of women have been through this women entrepreneurship empowerment segment of this, but I'd like to know how many women entrepreneurs have successfully participated in this program, and how did you choose? What was the yardstick? How did you choose the people that the selection process? What was it like? And are there specific business or entrepreneurship sectors that you are most interested in?
Thank you so much, Uche. I'm glad to tell you that a total of 470 entrepreneurs participated in the first 3 cohorts, that is 2019, 2020, and 2021 of the U.S Consulate AWE program. The AWE is increasingly becoming a highly competitive entrepreneurship program. For the inaugural cohort, a diverse group of 100 women were selected from a pool of over 6,000 applicants. For the 2021 cohort, we received more than 15,700 applications. 15,700 for 200 slots. That is more than 150% increase in application within the space of 2 years. In December 2021, 250 women graduated from the program. Participants include 50 repatriated irregular migrants who are in various stages of building their businesses. Their successful participation has equipped them with the requisite skills and knowledge they need to take their ventures to the next level while helping them to reintegrate into the society. We always encourage motivated and self-driven prospective women entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners to apply. Now, let me give you some details about the eligibility now. Eligibility for this program, we are looking for women between the ages of 21 and 35 years and fluent in English, must have either a business idea or have been in business for a while, ability to participate in weekly group sessions, and must be able to commit at least 5 hours weekly to the program. And we also want them to have some computer literacy and access to internet and computer. And like Stephen will also tell you, this is part of why we have American corners and American windows around, so that people can also use those resources to run this program.
Okay, but why is the United States government interested in training young Nigerian women entrepreneurs? I mean, there are lots of young ladies in the US. Why are you guys interested in training us? And what is the incentive for doing this? And what does Nigeria stand to gain?
Well, that's a great question, Uche. We are Mission Nigeria, and so the diplomatic mission is focused on Nigeria. And as I stated before, it really is our policy to support women, because we really, really believe when women do better, countries do better, communities do better, and families do better. And so women's meaningful economic participation is really integral to achieving greater security and stability around the world. And the AWE program really seeks to promote an enabling environment that reduces those barriers and facilitates women participation in the economy and definitely also in society. This is really a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program. We have been at some of the closing ceremonies, some of the pitch competitions. There was not a dry eye in the room when some of these irregular migrants that Ibrahim mentioned actually won a pitch competition, and was a woman who was an irregular migrant, and she was starting a chicken farm, and she put in a successful bid, and she won $5,000 to start her business. We're the U.S. government, and we are we're located in almost every country in the world, and we focus in on that country. And because we're the government, we're not focused on profit. That is not our bottom line. Our bottom line is impact. And this program has tremendous impact in society and the ripples that go through the society. And we want women to apply from Enugu. We want women to apply from outside of Lagos, as great as Lagos is, the center of excellence, as they say. But we want to also spread all through southern Nigeria to have a real representative cohort of women that are participating in this program.
Okay, so coming Thursday, more than 200 senior secondary students from 8 schools will be graduating from the U.S. sponsored Back to Science initiative, of course implemented by the DNA Learning Center, Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu. What is the program all about?
This is a great program. One of our other policies is really focusing on STEM, science, technology, education, and math, for both boys and girls, because STEM is really the future of Nigeria. Using technology, engineering. Look at Paystacks. Look at Flutterwave, for example. Right, Nigerian companies that are called unicorns. Right, billion-dollar companies. They're out of Africa. They came out of Nigeria because of that expertise in technology, because of that expertise in computer science. And so we've brought this to Enugu State through our great partners, which is Cold Spring Laboratories in New York, and also Godfrey Okoye University in Enugu. And what we did is we trained 160 secondary school students and 40 teachers, selected from 8 schools, 1 school each from the 6 educational zones, 1 federal, 1 private secondary school, to make it at least representative as much as we could on DNA barcoding. And so they were really using DNA to study plants and study insects, and then include that in a database that is really cataloging the DNA around Enugu State, cataloging the DNA diversity through that. And so they did sample collections, they did photography, they did DNA extraction and isolation, they did data analysis, and they did basic bioinformatics as well. All of this was very practical, in which they were going out and using equipment really hands-on, which is something we find that it sometimes is missing in the schools and in the universities. There's plenty of theoretical knowledge, there's plenty of theoretical teaching, but using that hands-on practical training, it really is very, very necessary to complement and to add to the theoretical knowledge that you're studying. And so this again is creating opportunities for underserved students and educators in the fields of biology and other emerging advanced technologies. And we hope that this really ignites the spark to study STEM going forward. And those teachers who have been trained will also be training their students going forward in the future. So that is also paying it forward to the generations of students that are coming after that. So we're really looking forward to the closing ceremony tomorrow. And then we also hope to expand this program in the future to include more schools, so we can really bring STEM education really to the forefront of Enugu State.
All right. One of the ways through which the United States government empowers Nigerian students is through the Fulbright Program. Clemson, please, can you tell us or describe what the program is all about?
Okay, thank you very much, Uche. The Fulbright Program is the flagship international educational exchange program that is funded by the U.S. government. And it was established about 75 years ago in 1946. Last year, globally, the 75th anniversary of the Fulbright Program was celebrated everywhere, including Nigeria, everywhere, about 165 countries of the world. And in 1946, the U.S. Congress established this program under legislation introduced by then Senator J. William Fulbright of Arkansas. The Fulbright Program is a two-way exchange. What that means is that it takes Nigerian scholars, lecturers, grad students to the U.S. for academic activities, including research. They also engage in curriculum development activities. And also it brings American scholars, professionals, grad students to Nigeria. Currently we have about 8 American, scholars in different universities in Nigeria conducting research and even teaching. So that is the nature of the Fulbright program. It is an exchange. And so the Fulbright program provides participants who are chosen for their academic merit and leadership potential with the opportunity to conduct research, exchange ideas, and contribute to finding solutions to shared global challenges. And I want to add that the Fulbright program in Nigeria is a household name.
It's a brand.
It's a brand.
I like that. Okay, so let's talk a bit more about the different types of Fulbright programs that are available. One of them, Fulbright Foreign Student Program, and the African Research Scholar Program. What are the basic requirements to qualify for these two exchange programs?
Okay, thank you very much, Uche. I'm going to just quickly run through the different programs. In Nigeria, the Fulbright Foreign Student Program is a program that is designed for doctoral students who are lecturers in select Nigerian universities. It gives them the opportunity to go to the U.S. and to conduct doctoral research. Before they apply, they must have had started their doctoral program here in Nigeria. They must be like maybe 2 years into their doctoral program, and so they will go to the U.S., conduct research, collaborate with experts, use state-of-the-art equipment, and when they come back to Nigeria, it gives them the opportunity to complete their program. Now, the second program is called the Fulbright African Research Scholar Program. This program is also called the Fulbright Visiting Scholar Program. It is not a program for student or undergraduate or professional. It is a program that is designed for lecturers who have terminal doctoral degrees. At least they must have their PhD, and they must have experience of not less than 3 years to 5 years, and they also must demonstrate research ability in their different fields, in the field of sciences, in the field of engineering, social sciences, arts, humanities, and so on and so forth. And so what the Fulbright African Research Scholar Program does is that it takes all these scholars to the US. It gives them the opportunity to conduct postdoctoral research, or it also enables them to undergo curriculum development activities in the US by collaborating with peers, studying the different curriculum of the U.S. Programs in U.S. University that could help in upgrading curricula of different courses in Nigeria universities. And so applicants must, be for the Fulbright Foreign Student Program, must be at least 2 years into their doctoral program, and for the Fulbright African Research Scholar Program, they must have a doctoral degree. And preference will be given to individuals who have at least 3 years of university teaching experience and a productive scholarly record. Let me add, there is another program, very wonderful, which we talked about 2 weeks ago when we were in Enugu. In fact, I led a presentation on the program. It is called the Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program.
Great program.
We call it TEA. It is a program that is designed for full-time secondary school teachers. Honestly, it is one of the programs that have transformed the educational sector in Nigeria. I have seen participants, alumni of this program do great things, in their different schools, also training teachers and doing a whole lot of other, wonderful projects. And so I want, full-time secondary school teachers, particularly in public schools, to apply for this program because the application process is on. We are looking for applicants with high motivation and a serious commitment to completing the program as scheduled and to returning home. The grant covers the grantee's round-trip airfare to the US, settling in allowance, monthly stipend, housing allowance, book and supplies allowance, computer allowance, and everything. It is a fully funded program by the U.S. government. The grant also covers basic university health insurance as a primary insurance covering the Fulbright ASPE health benefits and a secondary coverage. Application is open. That is wonderful.
They're open till June 1st, so please apply.
Every 1st of February, call for application goes out, and the deadline is June 1st every year.
All right. Thank you very much. It is still 92.5 Enugu's Dream FM. We're not done. We're going to keep having this conversation, but after this quick break, stay with us. It is still 92.5 Enugu's Dream FM, which is Zoe here, having this conversation with a gentleman from the U.S Consulate General, Lagos. I have Stephen Ibeli. Welcome once again.
Thanks, Uche.
He's a Public Affairs Officer, U.S Consulate General, Lagos. I also have Clemson Ayebusi, Fulbright Coordinator. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And Ibrahim Aliyu is also here. He's the Cultural Affairs Specialist.
Great to be here.
Thank you. Okay, so you were the person talking, Clemson, and you were telling us about the exchange programs. I'd like to further it. Aside the ones you just mentioned, are there other U.S.-sponsored exchange programs? And if my listeners listening right now, they would want to be a part of it, how would they find out about these programs?
Great questions, Uche. I think it's really important to remember that, the United States government has been here since independence, even before that. And so a lot of these exchange programs have been running since then. They run every year. The Fulbright program, we have over 1,000 alumni from the Fulbright program. We also have another program called the International Visitor Leadership Program. That's the same. That's been running since 1960. And so you can go into any place, whether it's a university or a business or even the government. The first vice president of Nigeria was an exchange alumni. The governor of Ekiti is a U.S. government exchange program alumni. And further and further, et cetera, et cetera. And so we are very, very proud of this connection between the United States and Nigeria because we are here to stay. As far as I know, the United States government is not going to go bankrupt anytime soon. We're not a business. And so we really are here to stay. And as I said, our bottom line is impact. And so these programs, as Clemson and Ibrahim said, people come back from these programs very energized, very enthusiastic to make a difference in their communities. One of our flagship programs for youth is the Mandela Washington Fellowship, where we send over 60 Nigerians every year to the United States, where they study volunteerism and activism and community organizing and business, and they come back and they implement projects in Nigeria. They are an incredibly active group. We talked about the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, a growing alumni base, over 470 wonderful women, powerful women who are engaged in economic activity. And then we have other programs like the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, the Africa Women's Entrepreneurship Program, and of course the Fortune 500 Women's Mentoring Program. And one of the activities that we do for every city that we visit, whether it's Enugu or Awka or Calabar or Uyo or Ibadan or Abeokuta, etc., is we bring our alumni together and we meet them for dinner or for a reception just to talk to them, see how they're doing, see how we can support them. We have really doubled down on our support of our U.S. government exchange program alumni. We give them grants. We let them use our American spaces for free because they are interested also in impact. They are also interested in giving back to their communities, and that's why we let them use our facilities for free.
All right. Most of the activities you highlighted earlier will be holding at the Enugu Window on America.
Yes.
What is the Window on America all about, and how does it fit into the public diplomacy efforts of the U.S. mission to Nigeria?
Yeah, we have different names for them. We call them Windows on America or American Spaces. Basically, it's a free place where visitors can learn about the United States, including its government, history, culture, and educational system. It's a space for programming. As I mentioned, our alumni use it for programming. Our panel discussion with the widows Foundation today will be held at the American Space, or the Windows on America, at the University of Enugu. We have 18 of these in Nigeria, 13 of which are in southern Nigeria. So it's a great place to also learn how you can study in the United States as well. There are libraries. We have internet connection there. We have computers there. So I urge everyone to visit one of the spaces. Again, it's at the University of Enugu, on the Enugu campus, to learn more about that. It's a wonderful programming space. And another great resource for information is our website, which is U.S. in Nigeria. That's our social. Those are our social media sites on Twitter, U.S. in Nigeria, Instagram, U.S. in Nigeria, and all this information on the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, the Fulbright Program, and other programs you can find on our website, which is NG, like Nigeria, ng.usembassy.gov. Because if it's GOV, you got to give it some love. So, so give the government site some love. ng.usembassy.gov.
All right. Thank you so much. I had so much fun having this conversation. I hope you did too.
Of course.
We do.
Okay. Thank you so much. I hope to have you again very soon. But thank you so much for dropping by the studio today. Stephen Ibeli, Public Affairs Officer, U.S Consulate General, Lagos. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Dream FM.
And Clemson, IOBC Fulbright Coordinator. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ibrahim Ali, the cultural guy.
Thank you.
The cultural guru.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming. It is still 925 Enugu's Dream FM, bringing you premium information. More music will be coming your way. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us.
Always dare to dream.
Yeah.